My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, etc., etc. You could have ate healthy, you chose not to. Do you really need to go on vacation? You need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, so this video is about a time where Amber Reed lost roughly 11,000 subscribers within a time frame of 5 days. This happened in April 2019, and since I have been wondering if Mr. Snowflake is going to put that in part 10 or 11 of his Shaped by the Algorithm about Amberlyn Reed, this topic kind of came up. At the time I was a reaction channel, and I covered all of this, but I got so sick and tired of Amber's content that I deleted most of my reaction videos, and so there's no more documentation about that, or at least not my commentary on that time. But I do have a few screenshots that I wanted to show you. And also there's a video that Zachary Michael made where he also mentioned me, or you know, the name of the channel back then. And so I would like to react to that and give a little more input on what actually happened back then with the help of Zachary Michael's video. But for starters, I'm going to show you the screenshot of Amberlyn Reed's channel's Social Blade during that time, and you see that it was over 11,000 subscribers that she lost within a time frame of 5 days. What had happened was, of course, as you can imagine, because she's still doing the same thing, Amber was gaining weight. It was during a time where she was most likely bedbound. She has admitted to it since then. But at the time, of course, she wouldn't admit it. She also didn't admit that she couldn't wipe herself at the time, and everything was fine and dandy, and all of her haters were just, you know, changing the narrative and not telling the truth, even though she was the only one. Turns out yet again that she was the only one that had been lying. And so what had happened was she was trying to defend the way in which she was doing mukbangs. She kept gaining weight. She was expanding like a yeast ball at the time, and her viewers were concerned, right? And so she got so mad of people being in her business, you know, and worrying about her, but she didn't see it as such. She saw it as being critiqued. She got so mad that she actually made this video.
People want to know my weight in every video. People want me to step on the scale in every video. Like, that's all people want me to talk about. I think I'm just done with it. Like, I literally think I'm done with it for now because it's becoming an obsession for people. And I know people aren't going to admit to that, but it's true. Y'all are becoming obsessed. I'm not speaking to everybody because not everybody is like that. But the obsession is real. And y'all need to chill out.
During mukbangs, she had explained that what she puts in her mouth is none of our business.
We're kind of just over people only supporting us when we're doing what they want us to do. That's just not how life works. You either like us or you don't, or you support us or you don't. No matter what I do, no matter what Chantel does, we're going to get hate for it. Unless we're doing exactly what you told us to do. But you aren't our moms. You aren't our bosses. You aren't our dads. You aren't our doctors. I just think the fact that people can hate on us so hardcore and judge us so hard over the food we put in our mouth is kind of crazy. It's a little obsessive.
And so she was getting increasingly arrogant on her channel, which still happens up to this day. And then she finally announced that she's not going to share her weight loss on her channel anymore. And so of course, the viewers were very mad at her, and there was a mass exodus happening on her channel, and so she lost all these subscribers. But she didn't catch on for like 3 to 4 days because she was on her trip like, yeah, now I can overeat. Nobody's gonna hold me accountable because I'm not gonna share my weight loss, and so I'm just gonna keep gaining, doing mukbangs, and make my YouTube money that way.
Hey guys! Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Zach. I'm so happy to have you back here. And you all, I just want to say that we have a lot of teas to discuss. Lynn is losing subs. Tea. So y'all, if you were not in on it, I'm sure you all are. I'm sure you all have seen. I'm sure you all know what's up. But the tea is that even just today, but it's been going on for a few days, but even just today, the last I looked, Amber Lynn Reid had lost 4,700 subscribers according to Social Blade. That's not including the few hundred that she has lost each day over the past few days.
See, and the funny thing is she didn't even catch on. That was so funny. She was still posting her videos, you know, putting her viewers in their place, and for them to not critique her anymore.
Now, I have seen a number of things that I think that this could be a part of. The first place I think I saw this happen, or suggestion of something happening, was Sabine Davis. I'm probably saying her name wrong.
It's Sabina Davis, and that is my name, and that is actually the name of my channel back then. But then I decided I'm going to keep my private stuff separate from toxic Amber content. And so the video that he's about to refer to, that is still in his description box, has since been deleted.
If I am, I'm sorry. I know she watches my channel. I really appreciate your support. But she had posted a video talking about how folks needed to just unsubscribe from Amber Lynn Reid because...
Yeah, I kind of didn't say that. In the video, I kept, you know, going in circles saying, I cannot believe that she's treating her viewers like this. And it was just disgusting how arrogant she was, and she kept gaining weight, and then she faked her weigh-ins. I mean, it was a whole deal back then. It was a horrible time on her channel, and that is basically when a lot of people lost their respect for her. Just in case new people that have recently come to her channel are wondering, she did horrific things. I mean, you know, fake weigh-ins, or say, yeah, I'm only weighing in naked, and so I'm not going to show my weigh-ins anymore. And so she just willy-nilly told us numbers that couldn't be right, because she kept gaining weight, and she said she was losing or maintaining. It was just horrible. And that's the kind of stuff that she's referring to now. And it's only been 3 to 4 years when she did all of that. And now she's referring to it as, I did this years ago and people can't forgive me. Yeah, well, because the trust is gone, you know, and so it's kind of understandable. But I didn't really, you know, tell people to unsub from her. I just, you know, kept emphasizing that we have the power. Like every time we go into our comment section, and I did at the time, we go into our comment section, that counts as a view for her, and then later on she uses that to say, well, people are watching my content, yeah, because we're having conversations in the comment section, you know, and stuff like that. And so I said that the power lies with us, with the viewers, and if we didn't click on her videos, then she wouldn't be making the money that puts her in the position to eat this much, to gain this much weight so fast. That's the kind of thing. But somebody had mentioned that maybe we should all unsubscribe, and it was called a boycott. And my channel, my reaction channel at the time, Sabine Davis, participated in that, and I didn't mention her on my channel for an entire I unsubbed, of course. I had long unsubbed from her, but yeah, I didn't mention her to not give her any more exposure on the internet. And yeah, and then she lost all those subscribers.
Homegirl is clearly just off the rails doing whatever she wants and trolling her viewers. And I have always kind of stayed quiet because this is not the first time that folks have suggested a unsubscribe party, I guess, if you want to call it that. I have always just kind of stayed quiet about it because honestly, truly, my thoughts and feelings about Amberlynn doing YouTube is that, like, if people want to subscribe and, like, do that, that's up to them. Like, I mean, I have subscribed to her because I honestly, clearly, one, make YouTube videos about her, and two, like, I am very invested and find her channel to be entertaining for whatever that is worth.
Yeah, that was never the case for me. I was shocked when YouTube, which I was actually so disappointed about. In November 2018, YouTube started incessantly putting Amberlynn Reid videos in my recommended section, which was strange because I had never Googled weight loss, obesity, deception, manipulation, or anything like that, or morbid obesity on YouTube. And so I don't know where that came from. The only thing I had done weight related on YouTube was I uploaded a video about my food addiction, and all of a sudden I'm being recommended videos. I mean, incessantly. It was like my whole recommended section was full of her videos. And I thought, why am I supposed to watch a 500-pounder gaining weight? What does that have to do with me? And that's how it started. And so I wasn't so much entertained. I was more shocked at how she treats her viewers, how she keeps gaining weight, how in the beginning it was a weight loss channel, then all of a sudden it's not, just because it's convenient. So because that way she can tell her viewers that it's none of their business how much she weighs, and all of that stuff. And so for me, it was never like it was entertaining. It was more the shock value and the train wreck phenomenon.
So I've never really said, like, people should or shouldn't subscribe to her. That's your own choice. And I still believe that, like, if you really want to subscribe to her, great. If you don't, great. You make that choice. Make sure it lines up with whatever your morals, your values, your ethics, etc. are. Like, you got to be able to sleep with whatever your decision is at the end of the day. All of that being said, a few days ago on Monday, so she has kind of been sticking to this, like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And so on Monday, she posted this video and I reacted to it. And she essentially was like, it's all my haters' fault that I can't talk about my weight loss and this, that, the other, and people were over it. People were over it because Homegirl was saying, and I alluded to and addressed a lot of these things in the video I did reacting to it, but people were over it because Homegirl, like, full on tried to push the buck off to somebody else.
Like she always does, of course, right?
And didn't take any accountability, and also is going back and forth on everything. Like, I'm not a weight loss channel. I've never been a weight loss channel. Girl, you haven't, because you constantly talk about your weight. So people started unsubscribing then. It could have also been in relation to the people who were trying to start this unsubscribe party. But then today, I think, is where she really kicked the bucket. So if you didn't see, on various social media, she did share, she wanted people to know that the video that was posted on Monday and the video that is posted today were both videos that she pre-recorded and don't reflect, like, her current views, whatever that means, because literally who knows what her current views are, and typically her videos are way past the date. And so she posted this disclaimer for everybody, wanted them to know, and then she still posted this video anyways. And so she posted this shrimp mukbang today, and I'm not going to react to it because, one, it's like 17 minutes of nothing that's really that exciting. Like, I've already watched it. I usually watch it then react. Like, I just decided I was gonna watch it because she also posted a new video that we are gonna also watch and react to in this video. And I'm like, I don't got time for both. I need to see what nonsense she says in the shrimp mukbang, and then we'll get to the newest video that she uploaded about an hour before I am filming this. So yeah, so she posts this shrimp mukbang, and the only real exciting thing that happens is that she basically talks about how she thinks Obese to Beast is wrong. She's clearly upset with him because he made a second video without talking to her about it, because everybody has to apparently get her approval. Actually, that's kind of like what I'm suspecting is her thing, is she wants control over what other people put out there about her.
See, and she's still doing this up to this day. Instead of changing her own actions, she tries to control what people say about her.
The newest video that she uploaded about an hour before I am filming this. So yeah, so she posts this shrimp mukbang, and the only real exciting thing that happens is that she basically talks about how she thinks Obese to Beast is wrong. She's clearly upset with him because he made a second video without talking to her about it, because everybody has to apparently get her approval. Actually, that's kind of like what I'm suspecting is her thing, is she wants control over what other people put out there about her.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's been trying to do for years, and she's still doing it now, and now she's going for her reaction channels again, and it never does her any good, and she keeps doing it. Instead of self-reflecting, she just tries to change the reaction she gets from people, which is completely insane.
Her, and she can't control it. That's why she got so upset with me. That's why Becky's sister threatened to sue me, supposedly. That's why, like, Rafe disappeared for a while, but now she's back. Those kinds of things. And so she basically, the only exciting thing was, like, now that Obese to Beast isn't, like, kissing her booty, she has no time for him, and she basically thinks that you can do mukbangs and lose weight. Now, girl devours practically all of the shrimp on the shrimp cocktail plate, so a mess. How you think that you can relate your content that you make money on to eating any kind of food? Like, this is why you have an unhealthy relationship with food, girl. Let's just be clear about that. But the thing about, like, feeling like she had to post these videos that she already made, she already put the time and the work into them, that's baloney, because I'm gonna tell you what, on the same night that I filmed my last video about Amber Lynn, I also filmed a video about Chantal, and I recorded it, reacted to it, this, that, the other, and after I got done with it, I just said, I don't know that this reflects how I feel about this situation. I feel uncomfortable about this situation. It doesn't really align with my values. I don't like it. I'm not gonna post it. And I haven't, and I won't, because I didn't like how that video turned out. There was a number of reasons why I didn't like it. That's not the point of this video, but at the end of the day, I didn't like it. And even though I'd put that work into that video, I filmed it, all of that, like, I still decided at the end of the day, this is not what I want my channel to look like. So this argument that Homegirl had to put these videos out, even though she already had put in all that work, is baloney. Like, girl, if those things don't represent you, don't put them out onto the internet. This is like Internet 101.
Yeah, and also she keeps leaving all these videos up that implicate her, you know, that prove that she did certain things that now she's saying she never did. Or, like, for example, treating Becky like shit, or, you know, abusing pets or whatever. She leaves them up because she still wants the views. And she depends on people to go back to these old videos, as viewers are most likely going to do after this, you know, trying to find if she really said that. I mean, it's like, it's so hard to believe that she actually makes all these mistakes and keeps repeating all these mistakes, and at the same time keeps turning in circles when it comes to weight loss. And so yeah, I've deleted I don't want to say hundreds, but dozens of videos that I made about her, because I just didn't want the vibe on my channel anymore. Then I split my channel and re-uploaded some not old ones but older ones that were really, you know, where I thought they might help newer viewers to understand what kind of a person she is. And so yeah, but just having done the work, like she barely does any editing, right? And at the time she didn't either. And just leaving them up or uploading them, even though she claims to not stand behind what she said in those videos anymore, is absolutely ludicrous in my books.
Like, I don't understand. So, all of that to say, she lost the 4,700 subscribers just today, and now homegirl is putting out a sob video, and folks have already asked me to respond to it. It's only been up, like I said earlier, an hour, so y'all, that's what we're gonna do. It is only 5 minutes long, and it looks like it's potentially just something she pulled off of her Instagram or Snapchat story or whatever. Okay, so it's called Watch This Please, and as I suspected, it is just like maybe a screen recording of her Snapchat story. We're gonna get into it, and it does start with the little disclaimer that I was talking about a little bit ago. It says, again, huge reminder, the last video and the video going up today are pre-recorded. My opinions have changed.
We're gonna do this with no filter.
That I was so disgusted by that. Her just being concerned with her looks. Now you gotta try to understand this. So she's lost thousands of subscribers, and as she realizes it, like days after it started happening, she posts this to apologize to her viewers. And what does she do? She's only concerned about what she looks like. And she also looks very arrogant in this video, I might add.
I'm just kidding.
What?
I just want to apologize to everyone that I have upset.
Yeah, that sounds really motivated.
Like I said, my last 2 videos were pre-recorded, and I wanted to upload them because I did work on them. I did do them. I did edit them. I already
There was barely any editing done, so she's lying right there.
have them scheduled to go up, and my whole...
Okay, yeah, no, like I said, that is not a good reason. That is not a good reason. Like, if I made a video and it no longer, represented me in a good light, no longer represented what I currently thought, let's say I made this video about Amber Lynn, and between the time of me editing it and me posting it, something she did really changed my opinion about it. Spoiler alert, probably not gonna happen. But let's say that it did, then I probably would not go and put out things that I didn't believe to be true.
Exactly. This is how anybody that thinks logically would act, but she doesn't. She wants the views, she wants the drama, she wants the money so that she can continue to overeat. It was the same back then. This is, 2019, and it's the same today.
That didn't align with what I thought. So girl, no, absolutely not.
Everything, how I feel is completely different. I currently have 3 videos for you guys where I am talking about weight loss and am working my way into a better me. And
Girl, stop looking at yourself. If this is supposed to be some kind of apology or anything like that, what you're gonna have to do is stop looking at yourself in the camera, because ain't nobody watching to watch you look at the camera.
Yeah, and so it got even worse after this because she was clearly not serious about the apology. She didn't mean it at all. She was only concerned with her looks, and so nobody bought it.
no filter is not cute.
Never cute, not even with filters.
Girl, get over yourself.
I really do apologize. I didn't mean to upset anyone. In the moment, I just really thought I was doing what was best for me by just taking my weight loss off the internet and just...
Yeah, no, she wanted to, without being controlled or checked or critiqued, she wanted to keep overeating and gain weight and for people to not say anything. So she told us it's not a weight loss channel anymore, and she's taken weight loss off her channel, just so that she can continue to overeat, and she kept gaining weight, guys.
Just being, screw it,
You know what? Honestly, this is something I said in the video I made about Chantal that I'm not posting, and this one thing that I still stand by from that video is that it really would be a good idea for both of them to take their weight loss off the internet.
I absolutely agree. Both of them, Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, and Amberlyn Reed, because they've clearly shown over the years that they cannot lose any weight and they're self-destructing on camera, and YouTube is monetizing it for them.
And to not be like monetizing anything to do with food. And that goes for weight loss, and that goes for also the mukbangs, right? Like, I don't think anybody can truly lose weight, get healthy, etc. And at least in their case, by like tying their financial well-being to things like eating lots of food on camera or trying to diet or failing diets or things like that. Like,
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I don't get why YouTube doesn't see this. I mean, of course, YouTube is a business, they want to make money, but to allow for these addicts to exploit their weight gain and, continuing to overeat. I mean, I remember this one clip of Foodie Beauty. I'm going to put it here. That is just disgusting. I'm not sure why that can be up for the public to see, and for also impressionable members of the audience to see that. It's just horrible.
you've created this really toxic relationship with food that makes you rely on food not just to sustain you for health, but you rely on food to also now make you money. And I think that that's just like really unhealthy. And if you actually could remove that in all aspects from your channel, you'd be probably much better off for your own personal health and well-being.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with Zach.
I thought it would be better for me. But I feel like by doing that, I lose a lot of people who once supported me.
I will also say, I don't think people are necessarily unsubscribing you because you're opting to not talk about it anymore. I think people are unsubscribing from you because of the really condescending way that you talked in that first video on Monday, and then the condescending way that you talk in the shrimp mukbang to people as well. Like, you basically talk down to Obese to Beast, who has clearly himself lost a lot of weight and has a lot of his own experiences that he can share that might influence the kind of advice he would give to you. Now, do I think you need to be taking advice from somebody randomly on the internet? No, I think you need to go to a doctor. I think you need to go to a therapist, but that's neither here nor there. Like, you talk down to people like your viewers don't care about you, when a lot of people have expressed multiple times that they do care about you, that's why it's hard to watch you stuff your face with shrimp, that's why it's hard to watch you continuously try new diets and then quit them. Like, girl, people.
And now it's like it's 4 years later and she still does the same thing, and she still gets mad at her audience and her reaction channels over the same things.
People aren't quitting you because you decided to take a break from talking about your weight loss. People are quitting because you're being condescending, rude, and blatantly trolling with the types of videos that you're making.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I feel like I kind of lose my mind as well, because now I don't have any way of being accountable.
I know Zach is gonna say the same thing, but I didn't get it at the time. No way of being accountable. Of course, with the 10,000 journals she always had, why not fill up one, write down what you eat, and at the end of the day, look at it, and even write down your clothing size or whatever, or how many steps you took, right? Like, use your journals for good and for improving yourself, and hold yourself accountable that way. And also, there's Becky, and Zach is about to say it. There's also Becky, and there was Ricky and Eric, and they were all there, and she needs the internet to hold her accountable. after she was being so arrogant and talking down to her viewers. I mean, it's insanity what comes out of her mouth within a short amount of time.
And
You don't have any way of being accountable. Becky couldn't hold you accountable. Eric couldn't hold you accountable. You couldn't get a personal trainer that could hold you accountable. You couldn't go to a doctor that might want to hold you accountable. Girl, the internet is not responsible for holding you accountable.
Exactly, and we're also not responsible for just watching her without saying anything against what she is doing, because she is clearly self-destructing.
To getting healthy. Like, you need to hold yourself to getting accountable. That's hold yourself to getting accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable for getting healthy.
Absolutely, I agree.
when I started losing the subscribers, I didn't care because
So she didn't realize it because she was stuffing her face, because she thought she had figured it out. I'm going to tell my reaction channels and my audience to just be quiet and not critique me anymore. I'm going to take the weight loss off my channel, so now I can stuff my face and nobody can say anything. That's why she didn't realize she was losing thousands of subscribers.
I thought it was all in just like a power trip type of.
Yeah, power trip type of deal. That was because, see, she depends on the YouTube money, and then when something like this happens, like when she loses thousands of subscribers, all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, if I lose subscribers, that means I lose views, that means I lose money, and then I can't overeat anymore. That's when she panicked, and that's when she made this video.
Thing.
Girl, what? What? You thought it was a power trip? I mean, certainly there are people out there that are finally having enough and collectively coming together to organize to unsubscribe from you. Like, that's clearly a thing that has happened. But, ma'am, girl, a power trip, what? Listen, maybe it is a power trip because these people, you have said time and time again, you're not my boss. I don't have to do what you tell me to do. And now all of a sudden the subscriber AdSense money is about to dry up and now you care.
Yeah.
Then I got a lot of messages that really broke my heart where there are people my size and people who are smaller than me but still on weight loss journeys who want to see me succeed and want to watch that happen. So
yeah, no. I don't believe it. I mean, it's absolutely possible, but I don't think that that's the reason why she put her weight loss journey back onto her channel. It was because she saw that subscribers are taken off and she needs to do something to get back into their good graces. That's all that was.
yeah, I'm just really sorry.
Yeah, and I didn't buy it back then, and I'm not buying it now as I'm watching it now. She was not sorry at all. She just felt like that's what she had to do, and it was most of the sorry-ass apologies that I'd ever heard.
I hope that you guys stick around and watch my next vlogs. I'm trying to vlog more because I know that is requested of me.
It's requested of you. And also what she did is, I'm going to show you the thumbnails here of the videos at that time. You can see that right after this video, she was working out. She was doing all kinds of, like she was having dumbbells, doing gymnastics or walking in place or whatever. That didn't last for long and she kept gaining weight. That was all a big joke. But that was just her trying to prevent to prevent from more people leaving her channel by pretending to be on the weight loss journey again and putting it on the internet.
And I'm never going to be perfect, and I am struggling really hard with a lot right now.
See, no, absolutely not. She does this all the time.
Yeah.
She is 100% looking for sympathy here.
Yeah.
First she starts in this, oh my god, so many people messaged me privately and said like they were really disappointed in me and I felt so bad and that's why I suddenly care about losing subscribers. So that's sob story number one. Sob story number two is her same sob story, which is I'm going through so much right now, but I'm gonna vague book about it. I'm only gonna kind of hint that there's something going on that's so hard for me.
And again, this is from 2019, guys, and she still does the same thing. Every time somebody calls her out on her BS and or unsubs in a in a way, like so many people at the same time, that it scared her. You know, that's when she comes out, oh, I'm suffering, I'm going through something, I can't tell you guys about it. It's still the same thing. She still has not changed.
Right now, but I'm not going to tell you about it, which is fine. It's totally okay. Like, so many things happen in my life that I don't put on YouTube for very many reasons.
Same here.
But I don't then also go and like use it as an excuse for why my content is horrible, why I'm like not doing certain types of videos,
Yep.
XYZ.
Yep.
I think one time I said like, hey, I'm taking a couple days of a break because I'm like struggling with stuff in my personal life. But this is a common excuse, Amberlynn, that you continue to use, that people are fed up with. You just want us to like willy-nilly accept that like you're going through all of this stuff, but then literally what do you show us? You show us you eating a whole bunch of shrimp. Like,
Yeah, and sounding really arrogant about it. It's not like she didn't seem to me like she was going through anything. Just like it's the same 4 years later, you know, or 3.5 years later. She never seems like she's going through something. She only looks like hell when she's over 8, which is a daily thing for her. She looks rough, you know. Or when she cried, probably because she read too many comments and she watched too many reaction channel videos, which she often claims she does not do. But, you know, it's all the lying. It's all. Imagine that your soul is crying out because you are abusing your own body so much and on a daily basis, and your body wants to give up. And now she's in her 30s. She just turned 32 back in December, and this is January. And so imagine how her body is not going to heal that fast, or it's not going to be able to correct her mistakes as fast as it used to. It's she's gonna go down the hill if she keeps going like this.
I don't know what you want me to believe.
A lot I don't talk about, and yeah, there is a lot that I don't talk about, and it makes me emotional, but we're just gonna move past it, and I'm gonna share with you guys as much as I can regarding my journey, even if it's embarrassing, even if people can use it against me.
But that's how she makes the money. She exploited her weight gain and her physical dimensions or measurements. She's been exploiting it. She's been causing drama, and she's been lying, gaslighting, trolling, manipulating, and all of that. You know, that's the basis for her income. So
I'm still going to share because that is what I've been doing for over 5 years now, and I just don't see the point in stopping now.
yeah, because she needs the money. That's why. And now it's been 9 years. In November it was 9 years when she started sharing her journey and realized that when she causes drama, lies, gaslights, and clickbaits and all of that, she makes more money. So now in 2023, she has to deal with the consequences, and she wonders why her audience is so much against her.
See, nope, this is what you don't get to do. You don't get to do this, and I'm gonna pull this up the next time you say, I haven't been a weight loss channel, because Homegirl has been out here saying, I haven't been a weight loss channel for 5 years. I blah, 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 blah. But we all know girl has been capitalizing off of her weight loss journey and making videos about her weight loss journey. And then all of a sudden on Monday, she wasn't a weight loss channel. She had never been a weight loss channel. But now you're like, well, I'm gonna, I've been sharing my struggles and my journey for 5 years now. And so that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Girl, ma'am, what actually is the truth?
Yeah, I just can't say sorry enough. And before
Well, if you meant it, you wouldn't have to keep repeating it, but she wasn't aware at the time. It was just an arrogant kind of video to try to save face or to do damage control, and it didn't work.
anyone thinks that I am just saying this or doing this because I'm losing subscribers.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just gonna say the same.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's exactly what I think you're doing.
Not true at all, because like I said, the videos were pre-recorded, and I actually, before I even uploaded the videos, I had been filming a weight loss video that I
Absolutely not. And guys, I can't show you the documentation, but they proved her wrong. They, people that went into depth more when it comes to researching what she did, and it turned out that those videos were recorded after this apology.
actually goes up on Friday. I just talk a little bit about it.
What does that matter? What does that matter? You're missing the point. If you think the point of all these people unsubscribing from you is because you said I'm no longer going to do weight loss on my channel, you're missing the point. You are absolutely 100% missing the point. The larger point is people are fed up with your BS in general, whether it's about weight loss, whether it's about your cats, whether it's about Rafe, whether it's about your relationship with Becky and Eric and Ricky.
And now it's not Eric and Ricky and Rafe and Hannah and all of them anymore. Now they're no longer friends. None of them are her friends anymore. And she even managed to alienate Becky. And so now it's all about Wipey and talking to a phantom person in her apartment that I believe is paid to do this. I don't think there's a real relationship. I might be wrong, but I'm hardly ever wrong with how I'm feeling, and it always turns out that Amber was lying. And so now it's different things, But yeah.
People are over it. That's why people are unsubscribing. Your content has been dry and stale. People are over watching you do 1,200 torrid hauls. Sis, man, girl.
It's a lot, I know, and like what made me realize this is my own like sanity and my own like responsibility. Like I have a responsibility to show my journey on YouTube.
No, she does not. What she has is a responsibility to pay her bills, and she has no other ways of doing that. And so she has to keep her audience in a good mood. And she keeps forgetting that. That's why she keeps having those arrogant faces where she's condescending and she's talking down on her viewers and reaction channels. And in 2023, 3.5 years later, she's doing it again.
I don't have to show everything, obviously, but like I have a responsibility to let people realize and know that they are not alone. I don't want anyone to ever feel alone, and it just hurts the messages I've gotten, people giving up on me, and I don't want that. At first, I just, like I said, I thought people were just doing it for like a power thing, and because I didn't get any messages, I weren't really getting messages, I wasn't like receiving many reasons as to why I was losing the subscribers, because like I said, I try not to read the comments.
What? Her reaction channels explained it to her. And there were a lot of reaction channels at the time that didn't even talk about her during that week, And so she disappeared. Like, imagine every reaction channel stopped talking about her. Like, all these different personalities that make it possible to even bear Amber content anymore. And I'm talking about 2019 here. Most of them stopped talking about her and made no videos about her. I mean, not all of them, but most of them didn't during that week in April 2019. And that also led to her not being relevant anymore. And she didn't like it. And now she's saying she has a responsibility to her viewers that are trying to lose weight. That's bullshit. And she's still full of shit today.
Man,
But then Instagram...
no. You absolutely do read the comments. You just did a whole video where you read the comments. Girl, do not. Do not. I know you're probably trying to forget about that video because it was heinous. It was terrible. Not funny at all.
Yeah.
Girl, you read the comments. Stop playing. This is why people are unsubscribing. You lie about the stupidest things. You clearly do read the comments. You just made a video about reading the comments, girl. Ooh.
Messages and messages. Hundreds. I've been
Yeah, right.
trying to read them. Can't reply to all of them because it's
Yeah, because she doesn't care. She just cares about the YouTube coin.
A lot, and I've heard a lot of people, and it does surprise me because I didn't realize how many people cared, because it's like I get a lot of hate, and sometimes that's like all you can see.
No.
And
Not what I'm buying. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying what you're selling. I'm not picking up what you're putting down, and I'm certainly not smelling what you're stepping in, girl, cuz
Me either. I love how he says it. But yeah, me either. And that was actually the time when I realized her content is so toxic and she's so full of shit, meaning that she just keeps lying. She couldn't tell the truth if her life depended on it. And that was one of the best examples there, when she lost all those subscribers and she still lied.
people been in your comments telling you how much they wanted you to succeed. People have been doing that. I have said it, other people have said it. I know certainly coming from me, I don't expect you to take anything at this point from me like in a positive way, even though I truly do mean that I want you to do better. But girl, to say that you didn't realize, ma'am, you are willfully looking at some of the hate comments, i.e. right here where you say all you see is hate, but you don't read the comments, and you are willfully looking at the hate comments and blatantly ignoring the comments that say I want to lift you up. Or the other thing that you're doing is taking the people who are saying like I'm really concerned about you, blah 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 blah, as hate, when really folks actually are out here concerned about you.
yeah.
And that is a mistake she's been making on her channel for years. For years. And she's still making the same mistake because she thinks she can control the reaction to her rather than seeing that she's turning in circles. You know, her life is a shitstorm. It's a dumpster fire and it won't stop. But again, she's in her 30s now, and her immune system and everything is going to go down. I mean, it's not like I'm looking into my crystal ball predicting this. It's a normal a consequence of getting older, you know.
I'm just sorry, and I can't say it enough, but
Yeah, if you had meant it once, then it would have been enough to say it once. But she kept saying it didn't mean it, so people didn't buy it at the time.
yeah.
I don't think you can at
the
this
people
point.
who are still here, stay. And I hope the people who have left come back. And yeah, I'm just sorry.
Nope, absolutely not.
Yeah, and so this is the apology video she made, but she still lost subscribers. Not many more, though. It seemed like everybody wanted to get that reaction that she realizes, holy smokes, I'm losing my subscribers, I gotta change. And then, again, she did do a few videos where she was doing a little bit of, you know, pseudo gymnastics and showed herself, you know, having these dumbbells, you know, and you can all look it up. And see, this is exactly how Amber Reed gets her views, and that is by reaction channels that have been around mentioning things like that. And then people go back into her catalog of videos and look up those horrible times, of which she's again, she is in one again, because her views are way down. This time it's not the subscribers, because, as I said before, during that time, I don't have the documentation anymore, but I was in touch with other reaction channels at the time. And there was a reaction channel in Vienna. I am based in Germany. And so she wrote me in the morning when I was getting ready to go to work, and I was on my computer checking emails. And she sent me a message saying, did you just see that? How Amber Reed's you know, she was checking the social blade, and Amber Reed's subscribers jumped up, and so she bought subscribers at the time, and somebody even had proof for that. But I don't know. I don't have my documentation anymore, or most of it I don't have anymore. And if somebody wants to look for that on the internet, it should still be there. But she was buying subscribers, and since then, like every few weeks or months, sometimes her subscriber count goes up about 1,000, which has gotten her to currently 205,000 subscribers, even though her views are way down. And so that makes no sense. Her subscriber count keeps going up, but her views keep going down. And so to me, that is proof that she's still buying subscribers, because she hasn't understood that if she should buy anything, it should most likely be views, because that's what she gets paid by. But she doesn't get it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. If I feel like adding something in a post edit, I will. But other than that, this is it for me today. About the time when Amberlynn Reid lost roughly 11,000 subscribers in a time frame of 5 to 6 days. Yeah, that was a remarkable time, and I think she's headed for that again if she doesn't change. Also, I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I'm going to do something about Vlogmas 2022. I don't think I'm going to do it. My mental health is more important than that, and so I'm not going to get into it. If you want to look up her Vlogmas and how she did everything to clickbait people again, and how to how she was screeching and all the baby. I think it's a fake relationship. I think that the reason why Whiteby doesn't want to be associated with her in public is because of the persona that Amber Reid has been portraying on her channel. And what I might get into in a future video is how exactly Amber Reid elicits all this hate, because the dark energy she's mentioned in a previous Instagram Q&A originates on her channel. She's a dark human being with a bad personality, and unless she changes the way she is, her channel is going down. It sure looks like it now. All right, you guys, this is all I got for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.